Good morning everyone, we are Group 2 and today we will be presenting the interview conducted with 3 local entrepreneurs. And for the speakers, we have Miss Angeline Caraang for the definition of entrepreneur, Miss Micah Blend for the difference between entrepreneur and business owner. We also have Joshua Kalapit, Sheena Bautista, Elijah Gabriel, and Christina Kea Kalakal for the presentation of Q&A. We also have Mr. Percival Bustamante for the analysis and Miss Siren Ann Buraga for the conclusion. And as we started this presentation, may I call now for the first speaker, Miss Angeline Caraang.
So, hello everyone. To start our presentation, let me define first what is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone who creates a business out from an idea and establishes it out of his or her creativity. An entrepreneur is an individual who takes the risk to start their own business based on an idea they have or a product they have created while assuming most of the risks and reaping most of the rewards of the business. The entrepreneur is commonly seen as an innovator, a source of new ideas, goods, services, and businesses or procedures.
It is a common assumption that businessmen and entrepreneur are the same. But both words refer to different individuals possessing a distinct approach to business. To put this in other words, a businessman follows a set path engraved by some other person with an original idea, while an entrepreneur thinks and believes in making his own path with new ideas. In other words, an entrepreneur is also an innovator.
Good day everyone, I am Joshua Kalapit and I will be presenting to you our 4 entrepreneurs, their early beginnings, their motivations, and the reasons why they put up such businesses. Our first entrepreneur is Mylene D. Calakal, 45 years old from Barangay 9 Bonifacio Street, Lawag City. She owns a mini mart and food house. She narrated that she started her business through availing the early retirement from the government service last year. She had a hard time coping with the new setup of work from home and she was burdened of attending to her 2 children who were also having their online classes. Then suddenly, when she got used to being a full-time mom already, one of their lessors who used to manage a store and food house in one of the rented spaces in the ground floor of their house withdrew his contract of lease. He could hardly pay for his rent because businesses during the pandemic were all down. That opportunity paved the way for her to venture into business. Lastly, Mrs. Kalakal explained that her driving force in putting up such business are the following reasons. First, she will not be paying for the rent anymore because she already owned the place. Second, they have the best location, and third, she loves cooking and she can still keep track on her children's homeschooling. Our second entrepreneur is Abigail Tolosa, 19 years old from Arnap, Cabugao, Ilocos Sur. She owns an online clothing shop. Abigail started as an entrepreneur by posting items in the social media, which is known as online selling. This business is about selling your products or items online through Facebook, Instagram, or other social medias that can be seen by your buyers. She created this business because she wants to earn money with her own efforts and hard work so that she can sustain her finances in her studies without asking from her parents. Moreover, she further elucidated that her driving force in putting up such business was because of her innate competitiveness and the business she chose was really beneficial for her. Third, we have Sharifa Espero, 17 years old from Barangay Barikir, Nueva Era, Ilocos Norte. Sharifa owns a cosmetic business named Sharifa Cosmetics, wherein she sells lip tints and clay blushes online. Sharifa became an entrepreneur when she was in grade 11. It happened when she had an idea and was inspired to conduct some research and seek advice on how to start a business. She began with a little sum of money and purchased items that she could use to start the business. Her motivation for starting the business is to assist her parents in raising funds for her college education, and it is actually her ambition to own 1 or 2 businesses. She also added that she enjoys using beauty products and doing makeup, and she has been encouraged to start a business by someone. Lastly, we have Carl Jasper Ardan, 26 years old of Barangay 23, Sitio Dungtal, Lawag City. Carl Jasper owns a coffee shop named The City Brew. According to Jasper, his love for coffee urged him to start this business. But before launching this, he found that coffee making is quite therapeutic. The scent and the aroma of brewing coffee feels as if it is touching your soul and it is relieving. And that when he thought that why not put up a coffee business. He actually find it odd that even when he is fully aware of how competitive the market is, he still did this out of his love for coffee. And from his small and humble beginnings in front of his wife's family house, City Brew was able to expand and got to open place along Baker's PH, Bypass Road, and the Sisig Pare Food Cartel in front of Centrum Gas Station here in Lawag City. Furthermore, Mr. Ardan answered that his driving force in putting up such business is the fact that he knew that a lot of people who enjoys a good coffee, but because of coffee shops are often expensive, he thought of starting a coffee business that is budget-friendly and accessible at the same time. Since al fresco dining setups are quite trendy among business nowadays, he visualized putting up a small stall and small space where people could easily go and enjoy the convenience of having a good coffee at a reasonable price while enjoying the outdoors. To sum it up, we can therefore conclude that these entrepreneurs really started from scratch and were able to thrive in the business field through their determination not just to help themselves but their purpose to help others. That's it. Thank you very much, and now let's listen to the next speaker.
Good morning, everyone. Today I will be presenting the results of the entrepreneurs' reason and motivation for their business. The respondents have different reasons in starting a business. Most of them answered that their reason in starting a business is about finances, specifically in the reasons of earning money or to cope up with the finances. The others said that they started a business because it is their ambition and passion. Their motivations are also different in keeping their business. One of them said that her motivation in keeping her business is because she's competitive and also has an advantage. Another said that making use of the opportunities presented and her passion for cooking is her motivation for her business. Another interviewee answered that his motivation is his aim to provide inexpensive and accessible products for people who share the same passion. And lastly, the respondent answered that helping her parents raise funds for her college education is her motivation for her business. That's all.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I will be presenting to you the entrepreneur's nature of work. The nature of work of our respondents varies in the businesses they have. Each of them carries their own basic task as a duty to perform in a daily basis. Our first respondent stated that since she is in the food business industry, her task is to check and make sure that the foods they serve to their customers are fresh and new. Another respondent answered that although he hired baristas to work for his coffee stalls, he emphasized that his job is to monitor and assist them in person from time to time, so that he can also observe if the customers were satisfied from their coffees and services. And the last respondent answered that as an online business owner, she ensures that her customers' orders arrive in a good shape, as well as to develop her online shop's budgets and sales prediction.
Good morning, I am Christina Kennedy Calakal, and I am here to discuss the answers of our responders with questions 7, 8, and 9. With question number 7, what personality or mindset should an entrepreneur possess to make his or her business successful? All of our 3 responders that we had to interview about their lives as an entrepreneur answered, having a positive outlook in life, being optimistic and positive towards the passion that you are taking is the key in having their business successful. Our third responder said that the will to keep improving is a mindset that every entrepreneur should possess. With question number 8, what is your advice to those that are new in the field of entrepreneurship? Of course, every entrepreneur gained their ideas in starting a business with love and passion for that career. Our first responder's advice to the people who are new in the field of entrepreneurship is to never give up on what you love. Our second responder answered to hold on tight because being an entrepreneur will put you in a demanding and competitive field. That fear is a part of being an entrepreneur. Lastly, our third responder answered to know, endure, and be responsible and friendly. Lastly, question number 9, what is your perception regarding entrepreneur as a career? We all know that every career path is equally as hard as the others, but we cannot deny how hard it is being an entrepreneur. Our responders answered, being an entrepreneur is challenging and demanding. It is about taking risks and facing tons of problems. It is never easy for anyone, and there will be a lot of what-if moments. However, they also answered that at the end of the day, it will all be worth it, since being an entrepreneur takes strong passion in doing what you love.
Good day, everybody. So we have reached the analysis segment of the interview that we have conducted with the outstanding 3 entrepreneurs in different fields. Our first respondent is Ms. Shafina Espero, 17-year-old beauty product enthusiast and the owner of Shifas Cosmetics. We also have Ms. Maylene Calakal, a 45-year-old caring mother and the owner of a mini-mart and a food house located in Nawag City. And finally, we have Mr. Carl Jasper Ardan, a 26-year-old coffee lover and the owner of City Brew Cafe. Looking from their different backgrounds, we can confirm that being an effective entrepreneur has no age restrictions. You can start your own business as long as you have the knowledge, passion, and capabilities to run it. One thing all these 3 have in common is their humble beginnings. We can clearly see that putting up your own business is never easy. You have to start from the scratch and at the bottom of the competition, and no matter how hard the challenges may be, you must keep fighting to keep afloat and reach your dreams while doing what you love. Yes, love is the word that motivated these amazing entrepreneurs to start and fight for their own businesses. Passion is the driving force that pushed them to where they are today. Being an entrepreneur may seem to be just all about reaching your ambitions and getting rich. But what made these entrepreneurs successful is their love, not only to their business, but love for their family and service to their customers. As I have said, entrepreneur doesn't mean instant success. You will face many challenges, risks, and losses along the way. Analyzing the risks and challenges that they have faced, we can see that the business establishments and physical stores took the most hit from the pandemic. On the other hand, businesses like buy and sell that can be transacted using the internet and be delivered to the house of their customers thrived. These entrepreneurs analyze and understand the risks of their businesses, but they stand still, have faith, adapt, and fight back no matter how hard these uncertain times push them back. With their great personality traits like creativity, patience, and adaptability, they were able to bounce back and hold on to their businesses. They are aware of their responsibilities as a business owners, which is mainly to supervise the quality control of their goods and services. Their strategy is always customer-focused, by setting a goal, knowing what their customer wants, through research, and using the social media to promote their products and services. We can say that having a strategy and a plan to improve and promote your business will help you get loyal and satisfied customers. Their personalities of being ambitious, self-assured, creative, enthusiastic, passionate, committed, and openness to improve and become better enables them to innovate and not to be left behind by the trends and fads in social media. Now, let's analyze their advice for the future and aspiring entrepreneurs. According to Mrs. Sparrow, do what you love, don't give up on it. Truly, as the saying goes, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your entire life. According to Ms. Kalakal, know to endure, be competitive, be responsible, and be friendly. Always. She advises us to watch out for the competition, but regardless of the fierce game, you must remain humble and have a great relationship to your customers. According to Mr. Ardan, putting your own business is scary because of all the risks and competition that you will face. But at the end of the day, you must have faith to overcome your fear. Being an entrepreneur and starting to establish a new business, risk-taking, setting, and achieving new goals and facing quite problems are all part of it. No one said that it is easy. It's challenging, demanding, and nerve-wracking. But if an entrepreneur is truly driven by their passion, all the risks and all the doubt will be fruitful. The best of it is that you get to be your own boss and that you can visualize and do what you want for the business. Truly, being an entrepreneur is being the captain of the ship and master of his fate. Every day of voyage is exciting because of all the wealth and experiences that New Horizons can offer. But without proper care for the vessel and its crews, the captain may also go down as the ship sinks. So that will be all for the analysis of their answers and interview. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, this is Percival Batallones with the manager. Thank you so much and God bless us all.
In conclusion, this entrepreneur's main driving force is their passion. Though their motivation may be diverse, from financial rewards to pursue personal interests, but the one thing they have in common is they do the things they love. For instance, Carlos' love for coffee, Mylin's love for cooking, and Sharifa's love for beauty products. They do these things and at the same time, they knew that these things requires responsibility and comes with significant challenges and risks. But they don't take this as a threat. but rather an opportunity to keep them moving. They also value one thing in common, and that is their customers. They search new ideas, innovate, and serve good quality products to keep their customers. They are successful because of their creativeness and innovation in addressing opportunity or concerns in new ways.
And that's all for today. Lending your ears and taking time with us since the beginning until the end is very much appreciated. I'd also like to pass the presentation to the next speaker or presenter, Group 3.